Hey, welcome to Scotch Night.
Hello.
So we've got a nice bottle on the bar tonight. They're all nice, but this one's especially nice.
We like you.
And we've actually been very good and haven't opened this bottle, even though we've really wanted to.
Had it for about a month.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Almost a couple times.
You know, we can kill a bottle a lot faster than that, but we were good. So we all got together tonight and we are trying the Dalmore 18 year. If you've watched some of our videos, you know that our top rated Scotch is the King. King Alexander III by Dalmore. We've also done the 12 year. We are reviewing the 18 right now, and we also have the 15 year coming up. We're going to do a whole flight.
We'll do a flight review and see what they do.
That'll be a cool one as well. But tonight we've got the 18. So Dalmore is a Highland. They've been distilling since the early 1800s. They've been around for a very long time. This particular Scotch, are you guys going to pour it?
I just want to talk about the cool stain it was on.
Oh yeah.
I felt like it was too like.
We get to that.
Like the Raiders lost.
So this one is matured in oak casks for 14 years. They do an additional 3 years?
3 years
in sherry.
How is it dark?
And then they turn it butt side up and let it go for another year.
He said butt side.
Right? Who doesn't like the butts? So
He likes big butts.
basically that's going to get a little bit more contact with the wood and get a little bit more flavor coming into the liquid. Another unique thing while Drew's pouring these undersized pours here. So we found out when we purchased this bottle that Dalmore, when you buy it, when you take the little lid off, it's got the Dalmore, but it's upside down. And so everybody was kind of curious about why they would print it upside down. Well, it's so when you put this on your bar, and it's a little pedestal to put your bottle on.
So cute.
Who knew? That's clever marketing, right?
Yeah. Can we smell now?
But that's not why we bought this bottle.
It's just freaking dark.
Oh man.
Now, before we get going,
I started already.
price for this bottle, we paid right at $160.
$160 retail. It's a salty bottle.
Yeah, that's what it retails for.
It's $160. We got a little discount on it, but it retails for $160 at least where we are.
86 proof.
And it's an 18-year-old Scotch. So how we doing?
It's got some nice tones to it already.
You wouldn't believe what I smell in it.
So yes, it's a Highland. It's got a little bit of that.
It doesn't smell like the 12. I'll tell you that much.
No.
That's what we warmed up with
very candy
tonight.
smelling.
We all had a glass of the 12 just to kind of.
It's got a lot of sweet notes.
I smell sulfur.
lemon.
I hate to tell you.
Yeah, there's absolutely some sulfur in there, and that's.
That's because that's all you smell.
I know it's all
Well,
I
and
smell.
It's amazing you even like Scotch.
He's got a tire up his nose.
But I do.
A little bit of alcohol.
Okay, now I gotta get some.
A little bit, but
I get more alcohol.
I get
This
dried
thing needs
fruit.
to air, man. Come on.
I get some like spun sugar, like some caramelized.
You
sugar.
smell marzipan?
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock your head.
Not yet, but let me get a taste on it. It's on the finish.
No, yeah, I actually do taste that in there. it does finish a little marzipan. I have to say that.
I smell sweetness now.
Oh. Almost. Yeah, some like chocolate.
It's got really clear. So that
chocolate
first sip,
syrup.
that's one of my keys. Is that first sip you get a little bit of. It's really clean starting out, and then it kind of develop more into the marzipan,
Very
and the
much
fruit,
so.
a little bit of dried fruit in there.
Really clean going down. Smooth.
Oh, wow.
Not much flavor going down, but after it's gone down, flavors come out of the woodwork.
And it just keeps developing.
Wow.
That's got a lot going on.
Oh man, that's a lot.
This is one of these glasses that you can just sit down with and take a sip and just
drink the whole bottle.
Think about it.
Stuff.
Well, that too, but just think about all the different flavors that are developing. Because
It's an explosion going on right now in my mouth. I mean, wow.
You know what? Now that you've taken a good sip of it, smell it. Your aroma's going to be completely different. You'll get a lot more out of it. I smell
a lot more cereal in the flavor too.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little
dark chocolate,
Buttery smell.
Yeah, I'll catch it. I'll agree with that. A little Paula Deen butter going on in there.
Oh, there's a fruit. There's a dried fruit.
So you get a ton of dried fruit.
Yeah, it's like
I got the dried fruit in the taste.
It's like fruitcake.
Like yeah.
You know, a little spice on it.
Fruitcake. He said fruitcake.
I love that. I love
Everybody's fruity.
Apricots and Okay, so me being the smokehead, no peat, not smoke that I can taste.
Wow.
No, but it's not that kind of scotch.
It's not. You're right. It's not intended to be, but that's what I'm trying to give a full picture of things we're not flavoring as well. A little bit of sulfur on the nose. I don't taste it though.
No, but I don't usually get a lot of sulfur. Mark's here for that.
I get it.
Yeah, I get
You're
it.
the canary in the coal mine for me.
Let's go, boy. Let's no sulfur.
Sucker's dead.
I don't get much alcohol burn on it.
Just the
No,
nose.
I mean it's there, but it's not a burn. It just kind of complements everything, and you wash it on down. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There's a lot going on.
So I got to determine if it's $1.60 good. It's tasty.
I know.
I got to put a drop or two.
Well,
on
we
this
got
too.
to be fair. And while we're putting a drop on it, we'll talk a little bit more about the color. There's been a few comments in regards to, hey, people use artificial coloring in there, and that's fair. We get it. We understand that there's this thing E150, and some distillers are putting it in there. But at the end of the day, they're putting it in there for a reason. Why? Do you think they just put it in there because they wanted to put it in there? It's because it's what people want to see. And it's what people associate with the flavors that they're also tasting. So, you knock it if you want. The color has something to do for it with me. I mean, I expect a certain flavor.
It's a
when I
mental
see a
thing when
certain
you look
color.
at it. I mean, you've got a certain perception.
Right.
If it's a darker scotch, you're assuming that it's going to be a richer tasting, fuller bodied, versus a really pale scotch. But if it's a really dark scotch and you taste it and it doesn't have the flavor to go with the color, then that's not really what they're shooting for either. So.
And sooner or later, we keep talking about ordering up a vial of E150 to see if we can do a little taste test on that, see if it's going to change flavor of water, if anything. But we've read a couple things online that say you can't taste it, so we'll figure that out when we get our hands on some. Anybody got any E150 out there they want to send us? Just let us know. We'll take it.
Yeah. All right, let's go around the horn. Let's see what we got.
Andrew, you are up, my friend.
Let's see what we got.
So this is a very nuanced scotch.
Yes. Refined.
It is a refined scotch. It is at $160 a bottle.
It's got a nice stand.
It's a little on the oily side.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got great legs. It's a heavy oily, but it's nuanced. Oh man, this is a tough one for me. It's not normally my wheelhouse.
I think it's delicious.
It's $160 a bottle, but it's really subtle. It's one of those you can't hit anything heavy and then go to this, otherwise you just lose it. I'm gonna have to give it a 2.5, maybe. Yeah, because the price is influencing me. Maybe 2.5.
Well, if the price is influencing you, think about the deal we got on it too.
But then you should bring it up.
No, I'm gonna give it 2.5 because it is not one of my favorite scotches. It is a fine scotch. It is an excellent scotch. It is. I think if somebody put this on rocks or something like that, they should be shot because a lot of those really subtle flavors you just completely wash
No mercy
out.
here.
You'll just. It's awful. It's good for a small pour. 2.5. 2.5 for me.
2.5.
Only knocked down because of its price.
I have to agree with the price is kind of up there. The taste is great, but the price, it's hard to really. What are you paying for that price when you get the King for a little bit more? It's like a little bit more complexity.
A lot more.
A lot more.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be another $100.
Yeah,
almost.
at least.
All right, I'll give you that. I'm gonna say a 3 though. It's delicious. It does have what I like about this though. It does have an explosion of flavors to me. There's a lot of different things going on where it's not just the kind of mediocre Scotch. It's got some. The smell has some stuff. The palate has some stuff, and the finish has some stuff. It's got some complexity to it, which I really like in my Scotches too. The price is a little high, but a 3 right out of the gate, delicious, extremely smooth. I mean, this is so easy to drink.
We've got to break our rating down to quarters because, man, doing it to halves is just not doing us justice.
Yeah, it is.
You know what? I think the average comes out where it needs to be.
Aye, man.
There's not very many reviews that we've done that I'm like, man, I wish we could have.
Damn
Plus,
democracy.
2 or 3 glasses of scotch in. I'm not doing higher math.
You guys
Adding and averages.
Fractions out.
What the hell? All right, what do you
All
got?
right, so you know what? I love the Dalmore. I really do. Every bottle that we've tried from them has just been
Good stuff.
exceptional. And this one's no exception. It's got a light, nuanced flavor. It's got a lot of different things going on. I haven't had a sip in a while. I've still got lingering aftertaste, and even the aftertaste kind of changes, and it subtly, just kind of fades away into different flavors. So, they get a lot out of these sherry butts that they're putting these whiskeys in. It's amazing what they do. The price is high, but I'm going to give it a 3. I think it's a really good scotch. If you're looking for a special occasion scotch, this would be a great bottle to pick up that's not going to be in that $300 or $400 range.
True.
Even the $200 range is it's well below that.
But it's got the flavor of a bottle that's in that $200 and $300 range. And so I think that it probably earns a 3.
I agree. How about the water? We forgot to talk about our waters.
I don't think it changed much.
It didn't change much for me. A little weaker.
For me, it brought out a little bit
man.
more cereal notes, but
Okay.
I still got everything
fire.
else.
Let me talk here. I like sherry butts and I cannot lie. The guy didn't do that. These guys didn't do this.
He's a sweethead. I'm a smokehead. He's a sweethead. Yeah, that's
let's bring up the water. Let's talk about it real quick. So, what did you guys get when you didn't have water, as opposed to when I put the water on it? It changed that buttery nose that you were talking about to a burnt butter. It was even sweeter. I don't know. I still smell it. I think it's delicious. I think this is a great scotch.
It is absolutely a great
Yeah.
scotch.
The water. Put this way, the water didn't hurt it.
No, I actually like
no,
it
I don't
both
think it
ways.
did, yeah.
You don't need it, but you didn't hurt it. So if
And
you want to tame it down, a
Don't
little bit.
overdo it. I put a very little bit, so I could do this neat or with a drop or two of water and love it both ways. I think it's got a lot going on. I love the flavor. I love the smoothness. It's clean. It's long lasting, and $1.60 or not. Yeah, I think it's a great bottle of scotch. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
What?
Wow.
There it is.
I really do. I mean, I think there's
I
a
like
lot
it.
of good flavors going on
Yeah,
in there.
there
It
absolutely
lasts
is.
for a long time. I
Wow.
mean, you can take a sip of this
Or you need
and
numbers.
be subtle. You'll be good with it for 5-10 minutes and not even miss it because it's still there.
Absolutely. I mean, it lingers so long.
Unfortunately, for $1.60, I'm not going to drink it every night, but that's all right.
yeah.
But
you
I'm
know?
probably going to buy another bottle and this
it's
one's
very
gone.
good.
Yeah, and so that's one of the things that a lot of these sherry casks for me, they tend to disappear too fast.
This just stays around, man.
I don't know what the Dalmore does, but
As I sit here, I continue to taste that fruitcake and that sweet fruit linger that is really unique, I think, to most scotches. That when you have that sweetness tends to wash out on for me.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know, I like it a
delicious.
lot. You know, I gotta be honest, we warmed up with the Dalmore 12. We figured we'd keep it in the family, something to kind of get the palates going. And
I also
made a
had some
comment.
Jura.
Yeah, I made a comment that I had high expectations for this 18 because I really like that 12. 12 by its own merit is a great scotch.
That's amazing.
Right?
And for the money,
Great
you can't
value.
beat it.
Right, for the
Really
value,
good
yeah,
value.
You buy
very good
3 of
value.
those bottles for one of these.
Exactly, and I loved it, and then we poured this out, and I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed at all. I wish I could pour it.
$1.60. I mean, it's worth it to me. I would buy it. You're going to treasure it a little longer.
You're
but
gonna
it's
treasure
worth
it.
worth the
Yeah,
price.
delicious scotch. So,
All right,
I
what do we got?
don't know, what do we got?
Came up to a 3, 2.5.
2.5, 3, 3, and
3.5. So yeah,
So for 3,
There you go.
Dalmore 18.
Dalmore
Cheers.
18. Be on the
Cheers.
lookout for the flight reviews coming
It's
up
coming soon.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
Before we
Octomore.
finish this.
God, this is good. Hey, Scotch lovers, thanks for watching.
Joining the conversation.
More videos below.
And hit subscribe before you go so you can get the new videos when they come out.
Sláinte.
Cheers.